Hey y'all, Jaeger here back for another war video. And once again here we got Pass 6 with Maker. Today we're taking on a rank 4 Rintrah to start us off, which is pretty cool. I did include this one in the showcase, a similar one on a different node. But yeah, I mean, like Maker's just by default one of the best options for this node for basically anybody. Just because he doesn't gain any combo ever, basically outside of his specials. Because you want to be throwing those heavy attacks. So if you want to avoid gaining combo, you are more than able to do that. So pretty cool stuff. Again, you're also knocking Rintrah down constantly, so he's basically never going to have any of his charges. You'll see though, like near the end, I was originally going to go for the special 3, but then when I saw like how fast this fight was going, I just decided to like try and go for the special 2, see if it would kill. It did not. So lesson learned there, but ultimately not a big deal. Did eat a combo potion tax on that one, but good to know for the future. Want to go for an extra special 1 in this matchup if we ever see it here again. So, yep, good thing to note, but ultimately, you know, not a big deal. So boom, eat the detonation there. Thought maybe it would kill, but yeah, Rintrah with his energy resist, not too surprised there. So yeah, but you can see, I mean, Maker just owns this node. He owns the next node. He owns like a ridiculous amount of space on the map. Like there's so many things that you can avoid just by being a champion that only wants to parry heavy, and then also having the utility like that he does to make doing parry heavy not a chore, basically. So yeah, pretty cool fight there. Really fast. I think it was only like a minute and a half, right? So not too bad at all. Good stuff. All right, so here we have our, at this point, like, daily just destruction of 15 Betsy. So her days are numbered. Her days are numbered. This is already kind of a placement, but we've seen it in 5 out of 6 wars. So, and I might even have been 6. I just didn't take it in one of them maybe, so don't recall. But either way, popular placement right now, and Maker just makes it a joke. So literally zero, nothing, nada to worry about here. Like I said, I always want to call it out that he is fighting through both inequity and a pretty substantial critical damage reduction, which hurts him his damage a good bit. So I love this, run into the special. Yeah, with Maker, I've honestly found throwing the special into either block or just kind of willy-nilly is nice, because there's the chance that they run into it and then they'll place the mine behind them. Yeah, I do enjoy doing that. And it also helps too if you want to avoid getting combo, you can chuck it into block. You won't get punished and they'll run across the mine in time for you to parry and then recharge it with your heavy. So that's something I've been trying to work into my gameplay a lot, and I found it pretty effective so far. And like I said, maybe it's possible to get punished, but it has yet to happen to me if I throw it from far enough away. So definitely something to keep in mind there. Boom, again, giant burst. Pretty cool. Even with the, what is this, like a ridiculous amount, maybe like 20 cruelties or 20 exhaustions on us, still taking off a nice chunk of damage from her. So boom, boom, one more heavy and we're done here. So yeah, Maker as usual, cleaning up that Betsy. So we did actually discuss taking this next fight with Maker, but ultimately decided against it, just because we didn't really have to. Like I said, if it was one where it's like we're struggling to try and get this plan out, but we assigned 8 white Magnetos this war, so that'll kind of tell you where we were at with the planning. We definitely had room to throw Negasonic on my team here and make this pretty easy. You'll notice I do turn my brain off in this one here, and I just completely forget the heavy until like a minute into the fight. So this could have gone a good bit faster, but again, I mean, you can see Negasonic just trivializes Attuma here, so good stuff overall. Cool champ. I love Negasonic. Again, she's definitely in the running for my mutant rank 4. I think right now it really is just kind of her and Betsy. And maybe Silver Samurai. I'm not going to be getting him from the track, I don't think, but I am going to definitely keep an eye on him from the Titan, but I'm hoping that I'll have another mutant rank 4 by December when he's in the Titan. So yeah, we'll definitely see. But she's on the short list there, and I know it'll be useful for the battle group. So that might be a nice little win-win. Get to rank her for myself, and she'll get assigned and be able to take care of fights like that. Alrighty, last fight of the war here. I do kind of make a mistake. I think with Domino, like shortening the stun duration, I missed that one time. I just didn't notice, and I eat a special 1, and it really doesn't matter all that much. But I wasn't really like even thinking of that as a possibility. So then when like she threw the special, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But no, it was totally fine. So yeah, good stuff. You can see she's gonna have some power gain here with Conflictor, but no big deal. Just gonna get this one down. I think it's right here, maybe. She might have shrugged it with Conflictor. Oh, there it is, there it is. So yeah, stun duration was just a little too short. So good thing I threw on that combat regen. I just kind of didn't really, kind of figured I might take some crit fail damage, so I threw that one on. Glad I did, but again, didn't get threatened by that at all. And you can see there kind of what I was talking about, threw the special one into block, didn't get punished. She just held block for a while. But even if she did try to punish it right away, she'll run over the mine and you have plenty of time to parry her. So yeah, interesting little piece of tech there if you guys want to try and incorporate into your gameplay once you pull Maker in a couple days here. Yeah, definitely an interesting thing to keep in mind for sure. Something I try to do at this point kind of more often than not, because it's helpful for keeping your combo down in situations where you want that part of his utility. And then it's also nice for just generally getting them over the mine quicker. So that way you can just send them back with your parry stun and be good to go. So here we go, boom, boom. Alrighty, thanks for watching everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Should have a couple showcases out here shortly, working on the Venom one, gonna try and get some more clips for that, but see you guys soon, thank you.